A very warm welcome to all those from the education sector today, teachers, professors, education heads, marketing heads. If there are any other designations that I've missed, please excuse me for that. A very warm welcome to you. This is an education specific session that we're having. I am Shivani Roy and I run the webinar program at Lead Squared. And we have webinars every week. Sometimes we have selectively for specific industries, this being one of them. This is solely for the education sector. So today we'll be discussing shifting your admission process online. So of course, due to the COVID pandemic, a lot of businesses have had to move online or take up more digital channels to get their business going. So this is one of them in the education sector of doing your admission process, doing admissions online rather. And to take us through the session is Mr. Murli Krishna, as you can see on your screen. He is the Director of Sales Operations at Lead Squared. We also have Sam Kumar joining us, who will be demonstrating the student portal a little later. So now, just before we dive into the session, I'd like to remind everyone to please post your questions here. We will take them up during the presentation itself, during this webinar time. So do keep them coming and we will surely address them. Thank you so much, Murli, for joining us. If you could please tell us, of course, a bit about yourself. I know you're a pro here. You've done so many webinars, you know it all. But then if you could share a few lines for the audience and, of course, tell us about what you'll be covering today.
Thanks a lot, Shivani. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Murli here from Lead Squared, and whoever attended my previous sessions, obviously, you know some information on I had education sales at Lead Squared. And today we'll be discussing on how basically Lead Squared can help you to shift your admission process online. And we also talk in general what are the challenges colleges are facing, how Lead Squared can help cater to or solve those problems using Lead Squared marketing and admissions platform, right? So to quickly start, so I think in the last, I mean, for this particular topic, there is no much relevant time than this, where colleges themselves are looking to go digital, and we have seen a lot of requests from colleges coming and schools especially, where they want to automate their admission process and go digital, right? Now, I have jotted down a couple of points during my interactions with all these colleges and schools, right? So these are quickly the challenges which uh, colleges face, and based on the type of college university they are, again something will take priority or other, especially the application process, the first thing which you see, right? So there's a broken application process in a lot of places, which means either they are completely offline currently, one, or they are online, but it is not so robust to reduce the steps or get a better experience for the student, or there are possibilities where they're not able to collect payment online, they're not able to communicate to the student in real time, if he is stuck with some process. That is one part of the application journey, right? The other important journey for a college ideally is managing once the application is there, right? Wherein your GDPI or your counselor talking to them, for a visit or a call or any next step what counselor does to get the admission done. So there they see a lot of lacking in terms of efficiency, in terms of having the right tools for the counselor, whether they're able to update information, or whether they're update able to follow up on time. So there is a huge gap. And third and most important thing is communication to the student, right? So there is no central record of what emails are going, what content is going from the college to the student. Is the content relevant, or is it a right mode of communication which the student opted for? And then obviously it will boil down to the poor student experience. Now what LeadSquid can help you is basically to cater to these requirements by having solutions in place, which is your online application process, and you have your CRM to manage all your counselors. And then we have marketing automation to have a central engagement with the student in terms of email, SMS, WhatsApp, right? And we also define metrics in place, wherein basically how you track your performance of a counselor, what are the measures of, let's say, what sources you get inquiries from, and how you analyze which source is giving better ROI. Right? So all these are part of KPIs. So if you quickly go in to the next step, so I have jotted down some more pointers in terms of why somebody will opt for online process, right? So now one, obviously it's a need of our because you need to go digital, right? One, and second is there is a lot of benefits in terms of where you can reduce the effort in both in your internal processes and also from the student facing. So now students are already tech savvy, right, in the current scenario. Now to download an application form, fill it offline, courier it, or maybe submit in your campus is a tedious job, right? Where there are platforms available or tools available like Lead Squared, especially where you can have a seamless application process, right, which will have the underlying benefits, whatever you see. If you, I'll not go in detail of this, but basically it will help you to reduce time and reduce all the errors which which the student faces. And there are scenarios where your counselor can real time help the student, right? Let's say if application form is stuck at page 2 or page 3 or a payment step, it can immediately notify your counselor, and you can quickly have a call with the student and take the next steps in terms of getting him enrolled or getting the admission steps through, right? Yeah, go on, Shiban. So now this is a quick flow which we have put down to make you understand in terms of how application process works, right? So now first thing is, even before the application, there is something called lead capturing, right? You have an inquiry coming in, or you get leads from different sources, right? Like your forms, your campaigns, or probably third party publishers like Siksha, Sulekha, or any other portal, right? So basically what Lead Squared will help you is to capture all these inquiries coming from different sources, and then you have a flow of passing this to the counselor, managing the counselor, and converting the lead, and in between whatever steps you have like scoring, prioritization, engaging the student, sending centralized communication, etc. So all these is part of the Lead Squared platform, right? So if you see a typical journey that looks like this, right? You have leads captured on the left hand side. If you see that, those are the sources. It comes into the system. We have processes to automate your lead assignment for, especially for multi-campus or colleges where they have centers across different locations. And then even if you have a single campus across specializations, especially let's say MBA admissions will go to a separate team, BTech admissions will go to a separate team, and all of that stuff, right? And then comes your follow-up process for the counselor perspective. So the lead is assigned to the counselor, he gets notified, and the whole journey of it. Yeah. So we'll go in detail. I think today we'll discuss on each of these steps in detail possible, and mostly we'll focus on the admission step or the application process step primarily. But yeah, we have already done a couple of webinars in detail on the counselor management. Well, we'll quickly touch base that as well today. Now, if you see here, so what are the steps in enrollment process, right? So one, you have student application process, right? That's the first step, where in student application process also you can define it as pre-application process, where you get an inquiry wherein you spend your uh, you know you spend your marketing budgets on ads, campaigns, right? Sources like Shiksha, College Dunia, etc. That is first step. And once you have application process wherein the student inquired and he's ready to fill in the application, and during this application process there are certain stages of application, right? Somebody filled in XYZ information but he didn't pay. Somebody tried all that but he's not able to complete, let's say, document submission step, right? So all of this, and then this is in itself, every college is different, right? Somebody want to collect application fee first and then ask the student to fill the data. Somebody want the student to fill the data first and collect the payment in the last step. So again, all these is part of how college defines the flow and how Lead Squared can customize it, right? And then counselor management will go anyways in detail. The other thing what we also offer is a publisher panel, wherein you are getting leads from Siksha or College Dunia or any other portal, where Lead Squared can also give them or give you a dashboard to say how many of these are leads from the primary source or secondary source. If the lead is already existing, whether whom to attribute this lead, and vice versa, help you to measure the ROI of from that particular provider. Yeah, and then student engagement. So here we have a robust marketing automation suite, which will basically help you to engage, nurture leads, right? And also send standardized communication to your leads, right? So most of the time, what happens is there are emails sent individually by the counselor, or marketing teams and some campaigns which are not standardized in nature. So that itself will somewhere spoil the experience of the student. So Lead Squared basically helps you to monitor all of that and also monitor the performance of those campaigns, like how many people are opening your emails, how many students are clicking links of your campaigns which you are sending. So all of that is part of our marketing suite. Yeah. So pre-application process, as I was explaining, if you see, there are 2 3 important steps here. So one is capturing inquiries from different sources. So as I said, as a college, you can spend your marketing budget on various activities, and each college have their own ways on where to spend. Some colleges spend on newspaper ads, some colleges go very digital and do a lot of AdWord campaigns and a lot of Facebook campaigns, etc. So whatever the source is or whatever the college spends on, so Lead Squared as a platform helps you to centrally capture all these inquiries first, right? Once inquiries are captured, right, you can divert these or you can basically process these leads into the application flow, wherein somebody came from Shiksha, you can send him a link for your application portal to complete his overall application, or somebody just inquired on a Facebook page or a Facebook ad of yours. So there you can basically hello, Shivani, am I
Uh,
audible?
yes, Murli, now you're back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, so the flow, what I'm saying ideally is the application flow, wherein from inquiry till application, how will divert a student or how will you process a student into that step. And once application process starts, how will you make sure that he pays whatever application fee and registers by submitting all the relevant information. And all this process should be as seamless as possible, right? So that's the goal of having online process. And then automated lead nurturing we'll anyways discuss in a while. So automated lead nurturing is in two scenarios. So one is somebody inquired but he never submitted an application. How you nurture him to make sure that he comes back and fills his the next step, right? That is one. And somebody filled an application, right, but then admission is not done, then you want to nurture him at some point. So these are possibilities of having marketing automation. Now, these are quickly some sources. Again, obviously, as I said, based on the college type you are, or a school, or a university where you spend your digital footprints on. So based on that, you can choose the sources, and all these sources can be linked to Lead Square. And these are just example sources. It can be many more than this, right? Based on the type of college you are. Yeah, so this is where Lead Squared comes into picture. Now, if you see, Lead Squared will become the central piece where all the data is there, right? All the leads are captured, or inquiries or applications are captured. And from there, all the communication is also centralized, which means Lead Squared records each and email sent to the students and track what is happening with that particular application, and it will give you a complete 360-degree view on what all communication happened, right? And we also have something for Google and Facebook retargeting, which we will discuss in a while, where you can target students on Google and Facebook where the data is from a different source. This will be useful for colleges who are digitally aggressive in nature, so for them it will be very much useful.
Maybe I'll just quickly stop and take a question here, Murli, since we're discussing this directly.
Yes.
So, Subi says, can WhatsApp interaction be tracked?
Yes, so we integrate with WhatsApp. So primarily you need to have a WhatsApp business API, right? We can obviously connect to a provider who can give you a WhatsApp business account. So once you have WhatsApp business account, wherein Lead Squared can basically sync with it and can send notifications or mostly transactional content. But in WhatsApp, the challenge is the content should be approved by Facebook. So there is a process where each and every content should be pre-approved. So wherein if the content is promotional in nature, there are high chances that will not be approved. So for transactional, it is more or less possible to sync with WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, Shibani? No.
Just checking. All right. No. So okay. She says thanks. Yes, Chirag, you may ask for sure. Please go ahead. And of course, we will be taking up questions at the end as well. So just in case we don't answer it right now. Okay. So Anil says, what about Instagram?
So for Instagram, we don't have a ready-made connector, but we have something called landing pages, right? Wherein whenever you are posting something on Instagram, you can use our landing page links, which will redirect to a form, right? And then from that form, you can capture data, and the source can be captured as Instagram.
Okay.
So
Uh,
basically, you tracking.
right through. Okay. So and then Chirag wants to know about push notifications.
Push notifications referring to the see basically if it is related to counselor, right? So let's say notifications for the counselor on his mobile and desktop, yes. But if you're talking about let's say college having a mobile app and push notifications on college website, no. But there the solution is ideally to integrate with a platform which does push notifications already, right? We can refer those platforms.
Okay.
I'm
And
thinking I got a question there.
Nikita's question is, there is a platform provider who provides call recording. Is your platform providing the same recording via cell phone?
Yes, so Nikita, so the answer is yes and no, right? So the problem here is it is based on the device, right? So call recording, yes, is there in Android devices. We can still work and it works on specific devices. iPhone doesn't allow that. But technically, the best way is to have a cloud telephony integrated solution with Lead Squared, right? Obviously, we can provide along with Lead Squared that also as a part of the package, wherein all the call recordings can be in place from mobile.
Okay. And the questions keep coming, so maybe this might be the last one, and then we'll take more later. Deepak
Yes.
says, how can it be useful for pre-collected data?
Yes, so that's a good question, Deepak. So what we can do ideally is we have an option of importing data via Excel sheet, right? Wherein all the pre-collected data can be uploaded into Lead Squared at one shot. Once uploaded, you can run your process like sending them a link to submit their application or any of the process you have once the data is in place, right? It can be email, SMS communication. As somebody pointed out, you can send a WhatsApp notification if it is a registered data already.
All right. Okay. Let's proceed, Murli.
Okay, so now quickly going to the application process, right? So now obviously we discussed on how you can go paperless. Now the other advantages, especially in having online application process, ideally is now as somebody pointed out, they already have some data, right? And somebody inquired, which means you already have the student information, whichever basic details is submitted. Now when he's filling the application form, right, all these data whichever is already present in the CRM or Lead Squared can be auto populated into the application form so that he may not fill all those again, right? Second is auto saving the data, which means now I'm starting to fill the application form, and then let's say I have 5 6 steps in the process, right? Maybe basic details, family detail, documents of mark sheets, etc. So whatever process I am in now, online process can basically help you to save at each step, so that whenever the student comes back, so he can start from where he left in case if he doesn't have something handy. So it's always easy for the student to go and start from where he left, right? And then obviously payment, which we discussed a while back, wherein we integrate with all the major payment gateway providers like Paytm, Razorpay, PayU, etc. So payment can be as seamless as possible, wherein he completes all his steps, he'll pay his application fee and then comes. And then there are options where we can also integrate your payment gateway in such a way that whenever he pays a fee, that in let's say not only application fee, the other fees whatever he's paying can also be recorded as activities in the CRM, and real-time confirmation notifications and all of that. So this is part of the process, right? Now we will also go quickly and showcase you live portal flow, right? And so before that, I'll just quickly tell you some stages in the application. Now application process is a journey, right? So now each step in most of the cases is considered as a certain stage, so that you can do certain actions internally at each stage. Let's say for example, whoever filled in all the details but payment is pending, you want to arrange a call from your counselor maybe in next 10 minutes of the payment failed status. Or whoever filled only basic details, you may want to send him emails in a frequency of 24 hours for the next 3 days to fill him the next steps or to complete the application. So basically what LeadSquared helps you is to categorize these stages based on your college process, and it will help you to automate at each step and also do actionable insights in terms of what should happen if it is stuck at this stage, right? So that's where the relevance of stages comes into picture. So now we'll quickly go into the detailed live demo of an application portal. Yeah,
Sure.
I'll
So,
turn it over. Yeah.
sure. So, Sam, while I make you the presenter, I will also run a quick poll just before that. So that way we would know more about the audience today. All right. So, in the meantime, let me quickly run this poll while Sam sets it up. Here you go. So the poll is on your screen. We'd like to know, are you looking to move your admission process online due to the COVID pandemic? So essentially what we mean is due to remote working, due to people not being able to go out right now with lockdown, and there is a certain amount of uncertainty there as to when things will normalize. Are you looking to move your admission process online? Of course, if you're not sure, please tick that. But if it's yes or a no, just let us know. We would just like to analyze the audience here for our research. Okay, so I can tell you, Murli, about 76% are saying yes, and about 10%, 9% are saying no, and about 20% are unsure as of now. That's what I see right now. Let me
That
see
is
if more of
excellent.
you can please vote. Yes, yes, definitely. So yes, as it stands, about 70% are saying yes, and about 8%, it keeps fluctuating. So about 70 yes, 10% no, and the rest aren't sure. So thank you so much. I
So
think we've got the answer. Yes.
whoever said no, I am assuming they're already digital.
I know we've come late to the party. I'm assuming they've all taken care of it, and we're just too late now.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
yes, back to Sam now. Over to you.
Thanks, Shivani. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yes, Sam.
Yes.
Shivani? Okay, thank you. All right,
Yes.
so what you're seeing currently is a demo portal. This is the student admission portal solution which we have. So right, what you see here is a landing page which can be customized on request. So this is like a demo version of it, which has a basic stuff. We have a logo here, some information on the left, and there is a all important sign up form. So this is fundamentally the entry point for any student who is seeking admission to your respective university or institution. So right, let me start with how we set up the servers first. So we build the particular application, web application, and we can host it on our own servers or on your server as well, as per your requirement. And the most critical part here is the URL. So most likely what we do is assume that you have a parent website, say university.com. So we create a subdomain from there, which most people how they use it as like university.com or admissions.university.com, and this link will be placed somewhere in your parent website, which probably could be a button, could be a link which says click here for admission. And the look and feel of this particular portal which we develop also will be made in line, or the theme, the color theme schemes, everything will be in line with the parent portal, so that the student does not feel like he's moving out completely to a different place. So that is what we ensure. And when you click on it, it takes the student here and he starts off from there. So here you can see a sign up form. So this particular form is customizable. So generally we take the basic information like the name, mobile number, email, and of course a password, which is the entry point required for the student to log in. So here the email and password is mandatory. Mobile number also we keep it as mandatory because that is critical for all communication. Right. So I'm going ahead with the test sign up. Okay, so the registration is successful and you're ready to log in. I'm going to press on sign in.
A quick question here, Sam. So this question is from Yashi, who says, "Is there any check on domain while signing
Yeah.
up?" Okay.
Uh, See, as I said, the particular portal solution is we built it uniquely or customly for every institution. And this particular build is deployed to a server, which is pointed in turn to the domain of your choice. So I don't think there will be a problem with your domain as such. This is exclusive for your own institution. I mean, it's not a shared solution. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, so for example, if you are from Bangalore
Okay.
University, right? So the portal will be incorporated in Bangalore University's website, which ideally means the URL and domain, everything is already taken care of before even he registers.
Okay, so moving on. So the first screen which the student sees is a dashboard. So there are two use cases here, depending on the kind of approach your university or institution wants to proceed with. So we can either lock a particular student to apply for a single application throughout a single sign-up session, or we can allow the student to apply for multiple applications. So the benefit of the second approach is that if there is a payment attached to your application forms, you can generate more revenue from the students by making them apply for more courses. For example, if somebody is applying for BTech, he might be interested in say BSc Computer Science or say BCom. So that is a kind of a solution. Like we have flexibility in terms of that, but on the other side, if you want to focus on students or leads as such, you can fix it to single application as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
now I'm
typically
going to
we
click
have
on.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, Molly, go ahead.
Yeah, Sam, please go. Yeah, so what I meant to say is technically we have all
Okay.
possible options. Basically, based on the college's need, the number of applications allowed for per student, etc., can be configured.
Okay, so I just clicked on the apply now button and the form is loading. So this is again a completely customizable form. On top, you can see tabs which says basic details, parent details, address details, payment, education, document upload section here, very important. There's a declaration, and the last one is review and submit. So before I fill in this form, I'll try to show you how this form is set up on the Lead Squad platform. So I'm just taking you to the Lead Squad platform. So this is the Lead Squad platform login interface, and what you see here is a form builder. So the very same tabs which you saw in the portal, you can see here as well. So anybody can come in here with very minimal technical knowledge. He can design this particular form builder, you can change the order of the tabs, you can change anything, more or less anything here. You can change the field names, what are the kinds of fields required. So depending on your organization, you can add, delete whatever you want from the available fields. Custom fields can also be added. So basically this is where the core thing comes from. So that is from the LeadSquare platform itself, and basically we are integrating the same form into the portal. So that is how the thing works. All right, so I'm just going
So
ahead
that
and
makes,
filling up
yeah,
the form. So the first one is a course interest. Emily?
yeah, yeah. So that makes the it easy for
Murli?
the users. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
you're
Murli, go
audible,
ahead.
Murli.
Yeah, yeah. So what I meant for the audience ideally is it makes it easy for the admins or the managers or admission heads to change any process steps very quickly with lesser dependency on LeadSquare. So that's how useful, or that how easy it is to change the fields, or update certain fields, or naming of a field, etc.
Okay, so and that obviously includes the kind of values you have in certain drop downs as well. So the course interested is a drop down, which the data also you can manage it from the LeadSquare platform. So just selecting a course, and this particular use case, they are
Yeah,
considering
so we can
multiple campus for a particular university as well. So if you have a university which, Murli,
no, you can quickly show the flow. I
Murli,
think
you
we
want to
will
add?
run out of time. Yeah, yeah. Sam, I want you to quickly show the flow
Okay,
so
sure,
that
sure. I'm filling up the
we
form quick.
should not run out of time. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm doing right away. So these are some normal questions we ask our students. So the reason why we have put the international information here is because some universities take admission from overseas students as well. And you can mark things as mandatory, non-mandatory, depending on your use case. So that is again a setting in the form.
I'm going to quickly take a question here. So Yashi says, what if some courses are not part of a campus?
I didn't get you. Some courses are not part of a. So the course field is
That is the best part of
customizable.
LeadSquared. So
Yes. So it is based on the campus. You can configure what courses should show in the drop down, ideally. I hope, Shashi,
yes,
that
so basically
answers
we
your
have
query.
something known as rules in our form builder. So
Shashi, that answers your query.
okay, I mean, so
Hope.
at this point we have the payment gateway integrated. So the objective is to collect a minimal.
Yes, so I'm just going to button here again. So there's a follow-up question to that, which is from Lokesh, who says, can we add and minus programs?
Add and minus programs from a campus. Yes.
Okay, great. Sam, if you'd like to add to that or proceed with the next step.
Yes, so yeah, I'd like to add one point, which is about the rules part of the form builder. So using the rules, we can associate any particular entry with a, it's like a one-to-one mappings. For example, a particular location, a particular campus, you can assign the courses. So that can be handled with the use of rules. And I think the question probably could be about multi-selection of course as well. So that also can be achieved using a multi-select dropdown where a student can apply for multiple courses. Okay, so right now I am at the payment option where we collect the application fees. So this amount is configurable from again through the interface. I'll just quickly show that. So you just click on here, you enter the details about the payment gateway, and it gets running. And we currently support Paytm, Payu, PayUBiz, and Razorpay. So this is a test account. So I'll just quickly make this payment. I'm so sorry, the internet is not the best. Meanwhile, if you have any questions on payment gateway integrations, you can shoot.
So
Yeah, I mean,
there
this is
isn't anything
yeah.
yet on the payment gateway integration, but then the question again, I think, which was already addressed earlier from someone else. This question from Anil, who says, "Can we see open or close program?"
Open or closed programs respective to applications.
So it is secured. I'm not sure if I'm
Yes.
getting you, Anil. Application, yes. She says yes, application.
Yeah, so what we can ideally do is if you have a limit on the number of applications for a specific course, right? So what we can do is when that many number of applications are done, that course can be, you can say unselectable, or you can say that is blocked for no more new applications can be submitted.
Okay. And we do have a question on the payment section. So Subrajit says, can we have different amounts as payment for different courses?
Yes, that is also possible.
Yes,
You can basically
that yes, that requires a yeah. Sorry, Murli, go ahead.
yeah, so that requires so that requires a bit of custom work, but that is possible, right, based on the course. So you just need to create more flows and more rules, and definitely that is possible to do.
Okay. And then should I just continue with the questions?
So I'm just completing
Yeah, you
the
can continue.
upload session.
He's completing the flow. We can talk, we can parallelly check questions.
Okay, great. So Raghav says he is a customer, as I see. I think so. Given the question, he says shifting admissions process online. Is this a part of the pro plan?
No, it's a plan specific to shifting admissions online. So we can, Raghav, we can connect offline. I can showcase you how we can migrate you to this plan. So this is specific to colleges. Raghav, you are part of a college, I'm assuming, so we can definitely connect and talk. Basically, one, I will also at the end of this PPT, I'm saying how we will migrate existing customers probably, or check on new customers who are interested. So it will, I mean, the implementation and stuff should be done again, right? From your current setup, we need to migrate to the new setup. But I'll
Okay,
connect with
and
you offline, Raghav.
okay, I will take quickly two more questions before I hand it back to Sam. Jyotsna says, is there an option for an institute to view students' academic certificates?
Yes, that is what Sam is showcasing right now a while back. So wherein the student can upload all the necessary documents, right? And that is visible centrally in Lead Squared for the counselors and all the managers.
Okay, and last question before Sam takes over again. Anil says, payment is secured, and if something goes wrong, who will be responsible?
So we integrate with the payment gateway in this case, Anil. So which means if even if transaction is failed, right? Like any other transaction in general, if you go on any online site, if it fails, it works the same way. So now there's a refund automatically, and there is a notification automatically comes in if it is a failed transaction. If it is a successful transaction, he immediately gets a notification, and if you see the final submission form and all of this. So obviously,
Oh,
if in case any support needed, both Lead Squared and the payment gateway will work together in case if there is any technical resolution to be taken care for any specific payment.
perfect.
Yes,
A
Sam.
lot of
Sam, you
people are
can.
thanking you all for the answers.
Our pleasure.
Okay. Can I continue,
Yes,
Shivani?
Sam. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
please do.
So finally, the student sees. Yeah. So final step is the student to see a preview of whatever information he has entered, and he clicks on save and submit, and you finally the it is done. Okay, so on the dashboard, we can see which course the student has applied for, the status, right? And there's an option to preview his details again. And it takes some time, but in a few seconds, you can see an application number also below the section, which we can generate based on the format which you follow in your organization. So that is where the first submission takes place, and this is what the student sees. So before I hand it back to Murli, I'll just quickly explain what happens after the submission of the application form quickly. So I hope you can see the Excel sheet. Shivani, can you please confirm
Yes, yes.
the Google sheet? Yes. Okay. So the first step one, which you have just seen, is while the process where the student is filling up an application, when there is so much of information, there's a chance that the student might be later. A status to handle that which says it is pending. So anytime the student can come back, and this can be tracked by the Lead Squad platform, and we can send some reminders back to the student as well, encouraging him to finish the application. Then there are certain use cases where the payment might be done for the application, or he may not have done. So accordingly, we can plan the status as well. So if assume that he has filled in the application and the payment is done, all good. We move the status. So that's an example flow. So whatever is there in your organization, we can align it according to that. So it goes to interview status. So these are the what the red things which you see here is basically what you see on the dashboard on the portal, what the student sees, and along with that we can have additional information like see the fees paid, there's a link for reviewing the application as well. So this progresses as you complete the backend processes like the verification happens. There could be group discussion, personal interview as well. All right, and it reaches a point where offer a course to the student, right? So that again is a status which a student sees. He gets an intimation also parallelly. He views the offer letter. There we can give an option of for the student to accept or reject it, and accordingly the student is finally enrolled into your organization. These are the things which we normally offer. So if there is any difference or any additional workflows in your organization, we can add those customizations also here.
Yeah, so this is what I was referring in my slides, wherein the stages of
All right,
application can be defined based on the college.
all right, Shimani, I'm done.
Yeah, thanks,
Any
Sam.
other further questions?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sam.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead on the next steps. I think for the audience, so
Okay.
we'll be talking now on the counselor management piece, which we were discussing earlier, right? On so application process is done, right? So wherein a student comes, inquiry is there, he submitted his details. Now, how exactly your counselors or your sales teams in general, how they will follow up, right? What actions can be taken, right? So now first thing what EachWord offers is to distribute these applications based on course, based on campus or any other logic you have in your college. The leads can be distributed to the counselors, right? Pre-assigned counselors, or you can put your own logics. And once the lead is distributed, we also have something to allocate automated tasks, right? Which means now a lead is assigned, now the counselor should call them immediately, or you have a turnaround time to call. So those tasks can be created automatically using Lead Squared, which will basically help counselors to do a quicker turnaround time and increase in terms of the number of leads they contact, or gives visibility for the admissions heads to see where there is a gap in terms of calling the lead, following up with them, right? Now how and Lead Squared, especially in this current scenario, we also have options to enable work from home and still monitor your counselor performance, right? Now what we do something called as activity tracking. Like someone was asking whether we record calls on the mobile, right? How basically calling works in Lead Squared. So what we basically do is they can use our mobile app, right? Based on specific devices, the calls are recorded, in some it is not. But if we give a solution of cloud telephony together along with Lead Squared, so in those cases, the call gets recorded also, and everything can be tracked in terms of how many calls they did, what discussions happened, what is the current status of their leads, if any follow-up missed, all that can be tracked, right? And automated reminders and notifications. So now that is again a beautiful feature of Lead Squared, where for every follow-up task there is a mobile notification, there is a desktop notification, and there is also a email notification which will go to the counselor. So in case of any missed follow-up or a new lead which is generated and not contacted, you can set automated reminders, and there is an escalation matrix you can define. Let's say wait for 24 hours. If it is still not contacted, escalate it to the next level manager, right? So that kind of flows can be defined to better increase efficiency in terms of your calling teams, right? Now we have a feature called Smart Views. Probably whoever is using Lead Squared can very well correlate with that feature, right? Where for a counselor, we make it easy to work, right? Which means he logs into Lead Squared, he will just see certain categorized views based on whatever business logic is defined as per the college. They complete their work, and basically the lead move from one funnel to the other. I mean, the views are designed in such a way where they complete the work, and then they see how many work tasks are pending, how much is completed, and then they just keep on working on their smart view tabs. So in the next slide, if you see, a smart view is classically looks like this. Shivani, the next slide. Yeah. So now if you see here, admissions form filled, how many new inquiries are there, how many incomplete applications are there, how many brochure downloads happened. So these are examples of smart views, right? So wherein somebody goes and say, okay, I want to see my new inquiries for today. He just goes, he does his action of calling, completes the update, and then completes all new inquiries, and then goes to incomplete applications, and then goes to probably brochure downloads or data downloads where it is a cold lead probably they want to call. So this is again possible using Lead Square. And the next step is for the counselor to manage their tasks, right? So if you see here, once inquiry or a lead is there, the counselor have to do certain actions, right? Let's say one is call, the second he may have to send email, he may have to pass it to somebody else, right? So all these are possible within a single window, right? The next one, Shivani. Yes, so now if you see on the right hand side, whatever actions you have, right? So edit the lead, update information, send email. So all these are with a click of a button, they can complete their actions, right? And as Sam rightly pointed, we have a form structure wherein all the offline data can also be updated by the counselor, right? So, and this will also link to the email centralized content, which I was talking about, where you can standardize all your emails and SMSs or any communication you do with a lead, and all your counselors, you can make sure that they use that standardized content instead of drafting their own content and sending it. Yeah. So this is basically my task summary today. Now this is how it will be looking in the mobile app. Obviously, photos are to beautify the PPT, but in general, you have a smart view which will show your tasks, right? Wherein how many follow-up meetings are, how many follow-up calls are there, and you can basically update all those tasks and move on with the next steps. So there is something called scoring criteria, again based on the type of college. So the colleges especially have multi campuses or have different courses. Usually want, or maybe cases where applications are more, they want to uh, categorize the leads, qualify them before even calling, right? So for that we have something called as lead scoring criteria, which I mean in the topic itself is specific for one webinar, but ideally lead scoring will help you to categorize or prioritize your leads and assign them for priority calling, or maybe categorizing them to a category A lead or a category B lead. Yeah. And then this is the quick flowchart to explain how central admission team or admission head have control on the whole thing happening in the system. So as a central team, you basically can monitor all your centers, all your individual counselors or group counselors, whichever are working in a certain region or a certain course. So centrally, you have all the access to view and analyze what is happening at each and every level. Yeah, so we are running out of time, so we'll quickly complete on the mark. So KPIs, which we discussed earlier, in terms of what reports are available in Lead Squared, right? So obviously we by default provide 100 plus reports in the platform. But specific reports from college perspective ideally is what is the time to first call the lead, how your sources are performing, right? And what is the performance of your counselor, how many calls they are doing, what is the conversion each counselor is having, right? And the marketing reports in terms of which source is yielding better return on investment for you. Are leads from Shiksha converting better than College Dunia, or who is basically converting better in terms of your counselor? So all these reports are available as part of the platform, and few reports can be customized based on college specific requirements. We can create custom reports, custom dashlets as well. Yeah. So these are sample reports, right? So inquiries to apply to enrolled, what is the ratio, what is the drop, how many people are dropped, right? So, we'll go in detail on reports, so we can share you a reports deck of Lead Squared where you will have a view of what all data analytics is possible. So this is again a next sample report which will talk about source wise how many leads are generated, like Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords, or Shiksha, how many leads are generated at each level and how many are converted. And the important part is marketing engagement. This is for all the colleges where the lead sources are majorly online, right, wherein they run digital campaigns or whoever want to go digital. So Lead Squared basically helps with certain key features for marketing activities. One is email and SMS marketing, which is your bulk email, bulk SMS. I'll not go in detail on that, but Lead Squared can help you to design content, design SMS content, and shoot from Lead Squared and schedule it as well. So lead nurturing and engagement, this is again a core functionality of Lead Squared's automation process, which basically helps you to nurture your data. It can be pre-application process, or it can be even after application you want to nurture somebody till enrollment. So all of these nurturing sequences can be customized, can be standardized as well, based on the type of college you are in, the course you want to run. Probably a specific course like an MBA needs more nurturing than a BTech course or a law course, right? So all those automations are possible in Lead Squared. Facebook and Google retargeting is possible, wherein a student comes from a different channel, but you want to target him on Facebook, or you have an email ID with you, you want to target him on Facebook and Google. You can do that using Lead Squared. WhatsApp integration, yes, we can basically integrate WhatsApp, which we already discussed. Student referral campaigns, so in the portal, wherever students are applying, we can also run some sort of referral campaigns wherein the student refers something, some other student, and he gets some benefit on an application fee or a overall fee or a coupon or a discount, whatever. So those things, obviously coupon generation and all to be discussed in detail, but in general we can basically give a referral portal or a portal where students can refer other students, or alumni can refer other students, etc. So landing pages for campaign.
Murli, yeah,
Yeah,
we seem to have lost you just during landing pages.
yeah. So landing pages, we offer unlimited landing pages, basically, which can help to create unlimited forms and link it to your digital campaigns, right? And as somebody was asking, Instagram can be linked to landing page and run a campaign on Instagram, and the source can be captured along with the data. So Instagram could be one example, but there can be any other campaigns which you run digitally, right? So that can be captured into LeadSquared. So this is a quick workflow on how LeadSquared workflow looks like, wherein you have a campaign which you want to, or a nurturing sequence which you want to set. So LeadSquared basically can have a visual workflow builder where you can set your criteria and you can set the rules and do the actions based on the rules. So as I said, the actions can be sending email, SMS, sending a Facebook ad, or whatever. So what does it take to automate your process? So somebody was asking how LeadSquared, how things will work with LeadSquared, right? So now the process is simple. So first we need to understand your existing process of, if you are already a customer, we just need to understand how you are using the platform and probably what migration needs to be done. Second, if you are a new customer, we have to set up a new LeadSquared account, configure your forms, which Sam showcased during the process, and configure the automations which we discussed on when to trigger, what to trigger, and all of that. And the whole implementation of this for in general will take 1 to 2 weeks based on the information you have ready in terms of what fields, etc. And then we'll be able to take you live in a week's or 2 weeks time max. Yeah, so any questions or so these are, yeah, so last wherein we have some customers who are already using LeadSquared for their admission process. So like say example ILM or IMS Pro School and Chennai Samrita. So there's an, so each of them have seen improvement in specific areas relevant to that particular college, right? Few increased improvement or seen improvement in lead capturing process where there is zero lead leakage from inquiries perspective. Somebody has seen a drastic improvement in their call center operations, that is their sales part, their conversions is increased, right? Now the testimonial below is from Byju's. So Byju's is not from the college segment, but Byju's uses LeadSquared effectively in all of their sales processes. So that's a review from Byju's. And LeadSquared, finally, the last slide. So before we run out of time and we take a couple of questions, Shivani, the next one. So LeadSquared, basically one part is the admission process, what we do, right? Shivani, the next slide. Yeah, so these are a couple of customers. Yeah. So now if you see here, so LeadSquared, one part, as a CRM, we offer lead management, application process online, and the whole journey from admission, enrollment, right? And we also offer certain placement solutions in case if somebody is looking to automate their placement process, wherein you have a placement coordinator team who reach out to colleges, and then whenever a company is interested, you want to notify all your students, right, and ask them to register whoever is interested to this particular college. So all that process can also be effectively managed in LeadSquared. That is one part of LeadSquared. Second, alumni services, wherein you want to engage your alumni network, where you want to, send them notifications. You want to engage them in any manner. So we basically have that also, which will basically help you to manage your alumni network, right? So I think that's from our side. So I'll be happy to take a few questions quickly.
Yes, there are lots of questions, Murli. I'm going to jump straight in. And whether they're relevant or not here, I'm just going to ask them anyway. So Jyotsna says, can we conduct aptitude test over the portal?
No, Josna, that's a no as of now. We can refer probably platforms who are relevant for conducting tests. So for us, it's a straightforward application portal only.
Okay. Moving on to Lokesh's question, and this is with regards to the sheet that Sam had shared, I think. So he says the Excel sheet data comes automatically from online portal, or do we have to make do, or we have to make Excel sheet for that?
No, you just need to give us, so the Excel sheet is just for reference. You just need to tell what is your logic, what stages you want to have as per your process. See, the logic, or whenever we are interacting with a lot of colleges, right? So every college has their own stages, right, based on what they have in their experience. So Lead Squared as a platform will customize that flow and put it into the system.
All right. Dr. Ramesh's question, he says, is there a provision for different types of payment depends upon mode of admissions like CET, COMEDK, management?
Yes, so that is possible, Ramesh. So as we said initially also, so if you have multiple payment options based on the course, based on any certain logic you have, or multiple gateways if you are using, we can do all of the technically possible. Obviously, efforts will increase, and the timelines will be not 2 weeks, probably more than that. But technically, all of that is possible as part of the platform.
Okay. Ramesh's question, who says, is this a part of the Lead Squared offering or a separate platform that we have to buy?
So, I mean, the current, whoever the new colleges which are approaching Lead Square, it will be part of the package. But this is launched in the last 4 months now, 5 months ideally. So it is now part of the package. But if you're already an existing customer, you need to take this as an add-on package.
Okay. Bhargav says, so telecalling is possible through the app?
Yes, so calling is possible through the app, Lead Squared mobile app. The only concern could be the call recording. So if you are not very keen on call recording, the call initiates from the mobile, activity gets posted. Your counselor can update all the comments and status. If you are particular on call recording, in that case, yes, we need to have a sync with a telephony system where there is a seamless call recording in place.
All right. Bhanu's question, he says, is this software applicable to school admissions?
Very much, Banu. So we have some schools using Lead Squared already for their admissions. So if you're aware of presidency schools in Bangalore, so all these presidency schools uses Lead Squared. Podar Group in Mumbai uses completely Lead Squared for their admissions. So I mean, for schools also it works, and the process is much more simpler in a school's perspective because there the admissions are more in terms of the new ones, right? So they continue, the old students will continue, and new admissions are minimal in number in most of the cases.
All right. Subrajit's question, he says, can we understand how lead scoring works?
Yes, Subrajit. So we can have a session, or I can share you a couple of articles on lead scoring. But in general, lead scoring is basically based on the lead parameters and the activities the lead is doing. So based on your relevance, the score can be customized. We have a couple of webinars on lead scoring, which we did. We'll share. I think Shibani, you can share those as well. That will help Subrata.
Sure, we'll do that. Navjeet says, this is for one institution. Is there an option that an education agency uses this for adding different institutions, giving choice to the student or business associates to choose different courses in different institutions?
That is possible, but that requires a different kind of a setup and different kind of a modeling to the platform. I think we have to connect offline in detail to discuss on the use case in this scenario.
All right.
But
Ramesh
we'll be
says,
happy to talk on.
sure, I will connect you to Navjeet Muli. So Ramesh says, is Lead Squad already integrated with WhatsApp?
Yes, so Lead Squared already integrated with WhatsApp business APIs from two providers currently, which one is Kalera. So basically, as I said, you need to have a WhatsApp business account first to integrate with Lead Squared. So currently we support Kalera is one provider and Infobip is a second provider. And Gupshup, we are in the process where Gupshup WhatsApp business also can be integrated. So if you have business WhatsApp account from any of these providers, we can definitely integrate. Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, we do offer a trial, Vinod. Then I'm moving to Nikita's question, who says, can the same student apply for two courses? Example, engineering and is that BTech? I think she says BTech.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, obviously that's part of the configuration. So as Sam explained during the process, so if your college have an option of applying, a student applying to multiple courses, yes, he can do that. We just need to customize that flow and how he will apply. That's it.
Right. Then yes, Raghav, you want one of us to get in touch with you, we will for sure. Then Subhrajit says, how does Lead Square help for walk-in inquiries?
So yeah, that's a good question, Subhajit. So for walk-in, for the counselor or the front office team, we give a panel where they can enter the lead directly into the system, right? So wherein the student is submitting in whatever we discussed. Similarly, the counselor can also submit an inquiry or create an inquiry in Lead Square directly in the platform. And then immediately he can send a link also for the application form, and online he can register, the student can register and complete the process as well.
Okay, absolutely. Yes, Vinod, I see we will initiate the follow-up call regarding the trial. I am moving on to Nikita's question, who says, can the portal be used in alumni services?
Yes, we can do that, Nikita. Obviously we need to understand more details on what exactly you want to do in alumni services portal, but technically yes, possible. We'll connect with you offline to discuss on the requirement.
Okay, couple of quick questions quickly so we can take before we end the session. Deepak says, sir, can we use this admission agencies as well? Can we use this for admission agencies as well?
So Deepak, the point is we need to understand in detail how exactly the process work, because currently, if you ask me, we didn't implement for any agency as such in terms of the portal perspective. But we just need to understand first. Hello.
Yeah, Muli, you're back.
Yeah, yeah. So we just need to understand, Deepak, on what exactly is the requirement. So we can connect offline to discuss on the solution what you're expecting, and if that's feasible in the portal, we'll definitely do that.
All right. Anil's question, can we distribute all leads separately among the employees?
Yes, you can do that. So as I said,
Okay.
right, so you can basically set rules based on your business logic. It can be a round robin based distribution to all your counselors, or a specific source based allocation, or a course based allocation. Availability based also is possible ideally.
All right. Jyotsna says, we are dependent on so many digital marketing activities. I understand from your conversations that we manually have to collect the leads and then upload the same in this portal. Is that so?
No, it is not that way, Josna. I think in one of the slides I explained, so where all the sources will be linked to Lead Square. Example, your Google AdWords, your forms, your website forms, or any other source will be linked to Lead Square, which ideally means all the data is centrally collected already. So only manual upload will be your offline data, wherein if you get walk-in, somebody mentioned, or from an event, if you get a bulk of data in an Excel sheet, only that needs to be uploaded manually. Rest all we will sync automatically into the platform.
Right. And she has another question that says, will the student get any reference number or ID once he or she completes the online admission process?
Yes, so he will get an application ID which also can be customized and designed as per the college, like application college name and hash 2020 hash whatever, right? So that type of application ID can also be defined, and yes, definitely every student will get application ID once he completes the form.
All right. Last two questions I'll take up. Most of them have been answered actually, and some are repetitive. So guys, if you just go back and look at the recording, which I will share with you, you'll get your answer. Last two questions on WhatsApp again. So Raghav says, if we just want to capture leads through WhatsApp Business to Lead Squared, what's the process? And then there's another question from Ramesh who says, do you have your own WhatsApp API client as mentioned in your help pages?
No, so we don't have our own WhatsApp API client, right? We work with currently work with third-party partners only. As I said, currently we work with three partners: Kalera, Gupshup, and Infobip. It's there updated on our website as well. So we will integrate our Lead Squared account with your WhatsApp business account from these providers.
All right.
And maybe during the line, I mean, over a period, we can definitely get our license as well, but that is not currently there.
Okay, and the last question is about overseas. A couple of people have asked. So Nicola says, do you currently have any schools in South Africa using the product? And then Anil says, can we use this portal for higher education in places like USA and Canada?
Yeah, so in USA, Canada, I'll answer that first. So we have a lot of career schools already using Lead Squared, right? There it is more of a CRM and lead management is what they prefer. But portal, yes. So for us, across the globe, any customer can use this as a platform, obviously, yes. And Lead Squared is definitely prominent in India, USA, and Southeast already, right? So we have Amity Dubai, we have Manipal Dubai already using Lead Squared, and couple of customers in US. So we have around 60 odd career schools using Lead Squared in USA. So that is yes. That for that the answer is yes. And for the other question, South Africa. So currently South Africa we operate only through partners, right? So we have couple of colleges which are onboarded. I can share the names offline in detail. But currently we don't have any team working specifically on South Africa, but we have a partner network. We can connect them and then do that.
Okay. I will end with Raghav's question because he's reiterated that you forgot to answer his question, Murli. So he says, if we just want to capture leads through WhatsApp Business to Lead Squared, what is the process?
So see, the question in that case ideally is if you have a WhatsApp business number and somebody is requesting on that number, right? So that can be created as an inquiry in Lead Squared. The number gets recorded, and from there on, I mean, the process will start wherein you can send an application link or whatever next steps, right? So Raghav, we can connect offline as well to discuss. So if you are having integration with any of these sorry, the WhatsApp business with any of these providers, what I suggested, we can have a detailed discussion on any possibilities on WhatsApp. So currently, what we do is to integrate and push content from Lead Squared to the users, and whatever they respond, that can be captured back, and all the history is stored in Lead Squared, and it applies to a new lead as well. So that is there already.
Okay. We're well over time, so I am going to end the session now. Yes, Chirag, we do have a trial version, and I know some of you also had the same question. We do have a trial version. Go check it out. And our experts are here always. So if you have any further questions, please respond to the webinar mail or the go to webinar mail you got. You'll get me there, and I will forward your question to the relevant person. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Murli, for giving us your time.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much. For those who are Lead Squared customers, users, or those who just want to attend the session, we have a session on automations and email tomorrow. That's at the same time. So, how to set up emails and automations in Lead Squared. Do tune in for that if it interests you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.